Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the press conference that Ronald Koeman has held earlier today. It is something that we do need to discuss within today's video because what Koeman has said in this press conference has been something so surprising, so interesting, because we know that if there was one thing to know about Ronald Koeman is this: every time he does have an interview or he is holding a press conference, he is always very transparent. It always fascinates me, right? Because he hides nothing. Every time he does speak about what's currently going on in the club, we do have a better understanding on what's going on within FC Barcelona. So Koeman may not be the best coach in the world and he may not make the most popular decisions, but he is never afraid to speak the truth and what's currently going on in FC Barcelona. So again, we are going to be talking about the press conference that he has held, and then later in the video we're also going to be talking about Pedri. But before we go into those topics, I do want to talk about the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app is considered as the best football app you could find in the App Store. If you want to follow a specific player, a specific team, or your national team, that is going to be all compact within one app, which is again the OneFootball app. And if you also want to get up to date on any transfer related news, the OneFootball app will be there to inform you immediately. The only thing that you do have to do is go into the link in my description box. You would be able to click the link. It'll take you straight to the App Store. Once you're in the App Store, you can download it, and then after that, once you are in the app, you can follow whatever team or player you do desire, and then you will be all set and done from there. But now let's get back into the videos. So what we are first going to be talking about, it is going to be about the Ilaix Moriba case. Something that we have not talked about so much in the past few weeks. It is because Barcelona is not planning on using Moriba in this current season. They just do not see a future with him no more. And again, we're going to be discussing why is this the case? Why is Moriba not being used by Barcelona? And that is because the only reason why Moriba does not want to renew with Barcelona and Laporta, Mateo Alemán, it is because the agents, the father, everyone that is surrounding Moriba business-wise, they do demand a certain salary figure that the club does not agree with. And again, this is the reason why we have not talked about Moriba in the past few weeks. He has not been in the squad list for the A team and he has not been in the squad list for the B team. Barcelona is completely isolating this player away from this club. But this is what Ronald Koeman had to say about the Moriba case, and I quote, and I really want you guys to listen to exactly what I am reading. I spoke to him 2 to 3 weeks ago, more as a person than a coach. The situation is delicate, it is horrible. I know from the club what Barcelona wants to offer this player. My advice is that money is not the most important thing, but playing games is. But the player and his agents decide and are the ones to decide in the end. I'm disappointed by that. I believe more in footballing related stuff than contracts. At 18 years old, money cannot be the most important thing. So what this is basically doing is that Koeman is basically confirming that yes, it is true that Moriba, the agents, the father, they are all demanding a higher salary. And I do assume that this salary figure that Moriba is demanding, it is a figure that is higher, and he is asking for more than what Ansu Fati and Pedri are currently earning within this club. Because there has to be a reason on why this club has not moved and has not proposed a higher offer. It is because of the high salary. Are you really here to tell me that you believe that this club would be okay for Moriba, a player, to earn much more or just more than Ansu Fati and Pedri, right? Two players who are proven players and could bring the results and the required results for Barcelona? Do you really think that's going to be making sense? Moriba was only introduced back on January 2021, and if you think that a player like Moriba should be earning more than a player like Ansu Fati or Pedri, then what type of system are you running, right? If Barcelona actually lended Moriba a salary that was higher than Ansu Fati or Pedri, or maybe even the same, right, then what system are you running within this club? And that is something that Mateo Alemán and Laporta did question. Why would we lend Moriba a higher salary than other players like Ansu Fati and Pedri? And so look, if a club wants to lend a young player a higher salary, then you're going to have to earn it. And the only way you could earn it in time is by playing more games, showing your importance to the club, showing that the more games you are given, you are capable to deliver those results where you could be a game-changing player. And Ronald Koeman has even spoken about this, like what we said here, and I quote, "My advice is that money is not the most important thing, but playing games is." And that is a lesson that Koeman does want to give out. He is making it very clear. The money will come. The only thing that you do have to focus on is by continuing to play more and more games. Because when you play more and more games, if you are a quality player, which I assume Moriba is, then the results will show. And when the results show, the club will start thinking about you and protect you even more. And going back to the quote that Koeman has given out, really pay attention to what he did say in that last sentence. At 18 years old, money can't be the most important thing. And that is it, right? Humble yourself. When you are a young player, every time they give you the opportunity, you take it, because when you take it and you deliver, you will get what you deserve. This is a big lesson that every young player should be taking. And look, for the people who might be saying, whether it's from the media or Moriba and the father and the agent, who might say, but Moriba was never given the opportunity, and we do not assume that Koeman will be giving Moriba more opportunities moving forward. So how is he going to be proving himself that he is a quality player in order for us to get the salary that we do demand? And what I would say is this: what are you talking about? 5 months ago, right? 5 months ago, maybe even 6 months ago, Koeman placed Moriba over a player like Pjanic and Riqui Puig. So how are you going to tell me that Moriba was never given the opportunity in order to prove himself that he is a quality player? Because you were given that opportunity. You were placed over a player like Pjanic, who was instrumental towards Juventus 2 years ago, over a player like Riqui Puig, who was given the opportunity to start in the starting 11 since 2018. Moriba came in January 2021 and was placed over Riqui Puig and Pjanic. I really want you guys to understand, and Moriba to understand, that you were given everything. Barcelona gave you everything. You were considered as the most promising B player in the academy, and then moved on towards the first team and given more priority than players like Riqui Puig and Pjanic, but only for you, right? Only for Moriba to reject this opportunity only because you did not receive the required salary that you did desire. So it's a very confusing case on Moriba's part. And again, nothing of this takes away from my opinion and many people's opinion that Moriba is a player that many of us do want to keep. Moriba is a quality player. His potential is huge. So this is going to be a massive loss for both Moriba, for him separating himself from this club, and it is going to be a loss for a club like Barcelona. And I do want to answer another question. So what is going to be the latest on Moriba? What is currently going on? Is he going to be sold? We know that his proposal that Barcelona has given out towards him, it has expired. Barcelona do want to sell this player. What is the latest on Moriba? And so it says here, according to Ferran Martinez, Leipzig have made first contacts with Barcelona for Ilaix Moriba. The German club wants to sign him this summer and has informed Barcelona, and Barcelona are currently waiting for a formal bid. Moriba likes the idea of playing at Leipzig. Now a few days ago, Barcelona has already made it very clear that if anyone wants to make a bid for Moriba, it has to be around the ranges of 15 to 20 million euros. That is what Barcelona do desire. But there has been other reports stating that this figure that Barcelona are demanding, it is far from what Leipzig wants to offer for a player who is out of contract in a year time. So there is going to be complications. There is going to be back and forth negotiations. But one thing is very clear. As of now, there is no other club that is more interested than Leipzig. And the other thing that I do want to make very clear is that the minimum that Barcelona is asking for, it is 15 million euros. That is the salary that Mateu Alemán and Joan Laporta are demanding if they cannot find an agreement with Leipzig. And Moriba has no other choice but to stay at Barcelona. Barcelona is going to be sending Moriba towards the stands, where he will not see a single minute on the field. And so overall, I do like the way that Barcelona is moving. The fact that they're having this type of approach and a attitude where they are saying no one and no player is going to be stepping over this club, that is something that we should admire coming from Joan Laporta's Barcelona. Because what the club is doing is that they are making decisions that is based on their needs, that suits their needs, decisions that will help Barcelona financially and sportingly, and not make decisions based off the players' wants and needs. That is how a club should be run. And so that is going to be the latest regarding Ilaix Moriba. And now I do want to quickly move on towards Pedri. So a year ago, coincidentally enough, Pedri was actually announced as a Barcelona player in front of the audience, in front of the press. And now we do have some great news regarding Pedri, and Koeman has made this very clear in the press conference. And I quote, "We have decided that Pedri will play tomorrow against Athletic Club, but from then on, he will have a 2-week vacation. I have spoken with Luis Enrique. We give Pedri 2 weeks because he needs it," which is very true. He has started in almost every game last season, which was exactly 1 year ago. He played in every game in the Euros. He has played in every game for the Olympics, for the Spanish national team. And now he is coming into this current season and is planned to play in every minute. And that is why we are seeing that Ronald Koeman and Luis Enrique came to an agreement that this 2-week break that he will be receiving starting tomorrow after the match, it is going to be mandatory. I'm glad that Koeman and Luis Enrique took accountability. We know that Pedri has made it clear that he does want to play in every game. He is willing to do whatever the club or the national team does demand from him, but he is a young player. And when you are a young player, you feel like you are invincible, like you can play in every game. But Koeman and Luis Enrique has taken accountability and wants to take care of this player. But I do want you guys to really pay attention towards when and why this break is taking place. Because if you look at when this break will be taking place, after these 2 weeks are over of him taking this break, we will land between the days of September 2nd and September 4th. That is when Pedri will make his return. And that that will place Pedri exactly in time for the World Cup qualifiers. So it really did seem like Luis Enrique and Koeman came into a question and said, okay, do we want to use his 2-week break during the Barcelona matches or during the Spanish national team matches? What does seem the most important at the moment? And to me, it really did seem like Luis Enrique really wanted Pedri in the Spanish national team for the matches against Sweden, Georgia, Kosovo, because it is just more important for Spain to deliver in the World Cup qualifiers. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.